An anime set in the future, a dystopian society, how can that be relatable? You should find out and watch Psycho-Pass. But first, me. Hey guys, it's Claudizzy for Anime Exposed. I'm here to talk about some of your favorite or least favorite, I know my least favorite anime shows. Okay, so you know that I'm not the biggest fan of anime. I mean, I guess that's a little bit of an understatement. However, I want to talk to you about a show called Psycho-Pass. That's Psycho-Pass. So this show is pretty interesting. When I was told to watch it, I was like, what the So I love this show. And this is what it says on Wikipedia, as credible as it is. An authoritarian future dystopia where an omnipresent public censor scans the psychopaths of every citizen in range. They measure mental state, personality, and the probability that the citizen will commit crimes. To enforce order, officers of the Public Safety Bureau's Criminal Investigation Division investigates with enforcers and dominators. Sounds super intense, right? Well, my description of this show is like George Orwell and Aldous Huxley got together to write down Law and Order in the future in Japan. I loved this show from episode 1. It's a little bit slow to start. It opens up on a scene that you'll recognize later in that season. It's a very important scene. It introduces you to 2 hugely important characters. You just don't realize it. While this scene is playing, you hear a voiceover of Akane Tsunemori. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. She is the protagonist. She looks like a timid little girl. Yeah, she has a weird, ugly haircut. Okay, but she's a really strong character, and you learn that throughout the show. One of the main reasons that I like it is because of this first episode. You learn things along with Akane. And then reverting back to the fact that Akane is a female. One thing about this show, I mean, despite the graphic violence, it's not overtly perverted. I mean, like, you guys saw Food Wars, right? This show is not overtly perverted. So we can just totally throw that on the sidelines. I also really enjoy this show because of the great story development. The first 3, maybe even 4 episodes are kind of like standalone things where there's just like backstory. But the main focus is on each episode itself. However, once you get past these 4 episodes, you'll start seeing that there is like a subplot, something that carries over, the one antagonist that everyone's trying to get the entire season, as opposed to just one person after one person after one person. I also really think that the way that the characters develop is pretty spectacular. I mean, particularly the enforcers, which are latent criminals. Latent criminals, sorry, you know, you'll learn this in the first episode, so it's not a spoiler, are people who Sybil, which is their like omnipresent force, has deemed dangerous or possibly criminally offensive. This show has some really excellent, mature themes. I mean, the fact that it's set in like a dystopian society kind of says everything. They're going to be questioning their government. They're going to be questioning society. And I think that that's really important to get from an anime. I mean, yeah, you can watch Pokemon and just be like, wow, this is so cute, I want a Pikachu. But when you watch this, you really start to contemplate what problems are present in our realities. What problems are present in our realities that can lead to this dystopia. Another reason I really like this show, I mean, I would say it's a reason for me to not like it, but I actually really like it. It's that the characters are super intelligent. I also really have to say the animation is f***ing amazing. There are a couple things that I don't like. I don't like that the show is already really short. I mean, the show is short. It's like 20-something minutes. And at least 6 minutes of that time are devoted to the opening and end sequence, and songs that I don't particularly like. I also have some other problems, and this doesn't really have to do with the show, but it has to do more with like their society. So the first episode, spoiler! The first episode, there's this girl who was kidnapped and is being raped. That's right, they depict a rape. She's being raped by a criminal. And because she is being raped by him, her crime coefficient rises. That's the number that they use to measure someone's possibility of being a criminal. And it just seems unfair to me that someone who is a victim would be considered a criminal. However, Akane also realizes this, and she takes measures to prove her humanity, which, I mean, only goes to show in the first episode that she is in fact something special. Who do I think should watch this show, or what age group? I would say anyone over 15. I don't think anyone under 15 should watch this because of the violence and the thematic elements. But really, aside from that age idea, everyone should watch this show. Guys, girls, undecideds. But I will tell you that I definitely really like the show. So if you have any questions about the show, I would definitely suggest to just keep watching. Everything gets answered. Is there a flaw to the Dominators? How are enforcers chosen? Who is Sybil? What is Sybil? Why is Sybil? So Psycho-Pass originally came out in October 2012 with Season 1 by Production I.G. And you can watch Season 1 on Hulu or Funimation. However, if you choose Hulu, you will only be able to watch 4 episodes of Season 1. You can, however, see every single episode on Funimation. You can get a free trial, otherwise it costs just about as much as Netflix does for a monthly subscription. Alright, so thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me. This has been Dizzy for Anime Exposed, but please make sure that you watch, share, comment, like, subscribe, anything that you can do because we want to listen. But, maybe tell us what your purpose in life is, or don't. I probably have a better purpose than you. Just kidding, I gotta go back to work. Bye.